Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today. My name is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share your daily aspects. Today is Thursday, April 21, 2022. Sun in Taurus and waning gibbous moon in Capricorn. Very earthen vibes here. We express ourselves by becoming grounded in the material world, harnessing the power of our resources to create security. And we have an inner drive to work toward practical achievements. Now is the time to take actions that we know will work to bring us the physical security we seek. The waning gibbous moon points our attention and labor to the direction of decrease, simplifying our lives by packing up the objects that no longer bring us satisfaction, either to be put away, sold, or given away as we choose. Simplify, friends. I'm going to get straight into the aspects. First, I want to point out the handcrafted key right on the right-hand side of the page. Most of the symbols on the page have made it into the key. If you desire a point of reference, it's right here. I have otherwise divided the page into two columns, one for each of our luminaries. The moon is the luminary that sheds light on our inner lives. This is your relationship with yourself, what it feels like for you to be in your body, heart, and mind, and in your home. The transits and aspects the moon makes are all very brief, and they have a subtle impact on those things you think, feel, know, and intuit, but may choose whether to express. The sun is the luminary that sheds light on our outer lives. This is the outward expression of yourself in the world, specifically in your work, social, and civic spaces. I address the sun and the rest of the planet's movements on this side because they have a greater influence on that outward expression. We begin on the moon side today. 6:53 this evening. Moon goes sextile to Mars. Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, and Capricorn may especially notice this. Mars is exalted in Capricorn, where the moon currently is transiting. This tells me that our efforts at this time will be very effective. We'll be feeling good about doing the work we're doing. We want to show our strength and take initiative and move forward. And so we're going to go ahead and make our efforts, and that cooperative vibration gives us good outcomes. Then at 10:18 this evening, Moon goes trine to Uranus. Cancer, Capricorn, and Aquarius. This represents the impulse to make some changes in the heart and home. Trine aspect energy brings us ideal functioning, saying we can make these shifts with very little chaos or drama. Still, don't forget to communicate with the people you keep close. Alerting others to our change of heart or a change we're making at home is simply a part of the deal of making changes. On the sun side of the page in the ongoing column, early this morning, close to 1 a.m., we had the sun go trine to the moon. Taurus, Leo, Cancer, and Capricorn would most likely feel this. This aspect lasts about 24 hours, so these energies will be with us all day today. It points to the waning gibbous phase of the moon, which we are now in the thick of, reflecting on how things have gone and what we're determined not to repeat in the next creative cycle. Symbolically, we have ideal functioning between our sun side and our moon side, our outer and inner selves. We can be very effective at this time, so it's good to focus our energies on what can be released. Venus sextile Uranus here with us through Saturday. This is here to provide cooperative functioning right here between our ability to attract what we like and the impulse to make changes. Taurus, Libra, Aquarius. It's okay to change your mind about what kind of attention or affection you'd like to receive. It's also okay to change your mind about what compensation is needed in return for your efforts. Conversations about these changes of heart are likely to bring out good outcomes. Jupiter conjunct Neptune continues to rain down blessings of positivity, fertility, and creative growth. Pisces and Sagittarius have ruling planets here. but I want to say that Venus is also in Pisces right now. So Venus is definitely experiencing some receptivity of the gifts that are coming in. Jupiter's here to help us expand our capacity to connect with the broader world through stuff like higher education, travel, doing business. Neptune wants to inspire your sense of connection to spirit and to all things having being, including you and me. With these energies amplified and under pressure together in their home sign of Pisces, they are sending us an energetic invitation to receive the expanded creative flow, to seek more inspiration from our intuitive practices, and to notice the positive incoming opportunities that result from these labors of love. These vibes are in full force through the 25th. I encourage you to stand in the downpour of blessings and appreciate the growth that they provide in whatever way you can do that. Sun square Pluto is also with us through the 25th. Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio would be the most involved here. Our conscious outward expression finds itself in a challenging position with the transformative energies that are coming down. Although we are going through some shifts and welcoming some creative opportunities, we still have to focus to put an intentional effort toward the deep and total changes we seek to make. Mercury sextile Venus will be here with us through the 11th of May, giving us positive, cooperative vibes between the intellect and our ability to attract what we need and desire. Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, and Libra have ruling planets here. At this time, we're empowered to negotiate the terms by which we receive affection, attention, and compensation. I encourage us all to take advantage of this energetic opportunity, especially with Jupiter and Neptune conspiring to rain blessings. And in their rain of blessings, Venus sort of going through these changes, awakenings, shakeups, and realizations regarding what we like to receive, how we like to receive it. Now's the time to think about those changes, how they're going to change, how they're going to expand and mold our lives, and to make to have the conversations, make the communications and plans to help fit the expanded flow of creativity into our lives. And Mercury sextile Venus, yep, I already did that one. On Saturday, we're going to see a third quarter moon in Aquarius. This will be the moon phase where we actively begin to release the things that can no longer aid us in reaching our goals. Sunday brings a square aspect between Mercury and Saturn, bringing up questions about the plan and how it will be used to ensure our stability through all of this growth. And that's it for today's astrology. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Please like my video, subscribe, click the notifications bell. I post here every day and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing. And friends, I appreciate it so much when you comment to ask questions or provide encouragement. It isn't just gratifying for me to know that you're listening, and it really is, but it also lets the YouTube know that you're engaged in the content, and I appreciate the help in that arena too. Also, if you know anyone for whom this guidance may resonate, I encourage you to share. Now I'm going to take a couple of minutes to talk about tarot as it relates to astrology today. First, I will discuss the tarot card that sits on the side of the page. Then I'll do a quick rundown of today's astrology before throwing a random card that hopefully speaks to today's energies. So let's get into that. The tarot card that sits on the side of the page has changed. It was the Four of Wands, and now it is the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles represents the first 10 days of the sun's transit through Taurus. So this is, the beginning of the middle of the beginning, if we want to really look at it in those terms. Aries was our fresh start. Now Taurus is where we start to put down roots and grow stronger. The Five of Pentacles is really it's a card that speaks to a sense of need, lacking, poverty, insecurity, lacking good physical health or resources. It can point to a time of desperation, and some of us might be in a time of desperation. Like the cost of everything has gone up, friends. And so if, honestly, if we are to keep living the way we like to live, we're going to have to adjust our ideas about what is necessary for us to keep going, and we're going to have those conversations, negotiate the terms by which we are compensated or given the attention and affection and goods and services that we require, right? This does indicate difficulty with our health or with our finances, but it's also an indication. You see these people, it's snowing, it's dark, they're sort of out in the cold. They presumably don't have enough of anything that they need, but they're walking right underneath this church window. So, there's an understanding that there is an authority there. There is an institution there that does provide security, that it is available to provide help, and it's okay to ask for help. It's okay. Don't miss that opportunity. Don't fail to ask for the assistance that you need if assistance is what you need. I see a lot on the news of like people having to go to food banks for the first time in their lives when really all their lives they have just been giving to food banks and been on that giving side, and suddenly having to learn how to receive. It takes a certain amount of swallowing your pride, putting your hand out, asking, may I please have this thing that obviously I need to have and should have, right? Like something to eat or some sort of physical support, some sort of financial or material support that I'm just not able to provide for myself right now, or it has somehow slipped away from me. So, if you're in this place of desperation or sadness, or somebody who's down and out like this, just don't forget and don't turn a blind eye to the help that is available, even from institutions that you might not usually like to involve yourself with. If somebody has what you need and you are truly in need, go and ask for it. Go humble yourself, swallow your pride, and put your hand out and say, I am in need, and that need will be provided for. Okay, and with all of that said, I'm going to go ahead and mix up some cards and remind myself and the cards that the sun is in Taurus. Mercury and Uranus are also in Taurus. So Mercury has us thinking and planning and communicating about what it is that helps us feel grounded in the familiar, what it is that helps us feel like we can put down roots and grow strong. Uranus, is here to ask us to make changes to our sense of groundedness and security. And normally I would say that's an uncomfortable position for Uranus, but Venus rules Taurus, and Venus is in this sextile relationship with Uranus right now, saying, yes, we have some shifting ideas of what it is that we need to receive, what it is that we like to receive, how it is that we like to receive the things that we need and desire. Like I said, we've got inflation, we've got a shifting landscape all the time, and so our needs are going to change along with the landscape around us. And it's a really good cooperative time to be giving thought to and noticing those changes that we're going through. Waning gibbous moon in Capricorn asks us to get to work. Inner life stuff. It's time to decrease. It's time to simplify. It's time to pack away all of that stuff and those old, outdated notions, ideas, and attitudes that no longer serve us, so that when this third quarter moon in Aquarius comes, we can very smartly just push it out the door and let it go, so that when we get the new moon in a couple of weeks, we'll have a nice clean slate from which to work. In the ongoing column, we have Venus sextile Uranus, which I talked about. We've got this influx of inspiration coming in from Jupiter conjunct Neptune, really expanding our creative capacity, helping us dream bigger about what we can be, do, and have. So it's a really appropriate time to be thinking about, what we need to receive, what we desire to receive in exchange for our efforts. And it's also a good time down here to be talking about what we need and desire to receive, those changes that we need to make, as the inspiration comes in, as the world changes around us, and we have to become creative about how we're going to get what we need. Sun square Pluto is, this indication that you still have to, with all of this dreaming and expanding and communicating, still have to be focused on the person you're trying to become, right? This deep and total transformation, it takes like 1,000 changes or 10,000 changes. So you have to just take steps in the right direction. Sometimes there's a challenge there. The challenge is never meant to stop you. It's really just meant to pull you forward. And then Sun trine Moon from last night through tonight, late last night to early tomorrow morning. We have this ideal personal alignment. We're highly effective. We're capable of making those communications and taking those actions that we need to in the current time. And then on Moon side of the page, we have a couple of really nice inner life vibes. We can act to bring about satisfaction. We can cooperate with ourselves and others in the inner life and bring about a sort of satisfactory state of being. And sometimes that means asking for help, right? And then Moon trine Uranus helps us bring about some changes to the heart and home without all of the chaos. And Uranus is there and up here. So the shifts, the changes, they're very much in our hearts and on our minds at this time. And with all of that said, the Ten of Cups, friends. Okay, I could not make this up. 2 days ago, we had the Eight of Cups. Yesterday, we had the Nine of Cups. This time, we have the Ten of Cups. So I definitely see a positive progression here. This sense that our capacity to give and our capacity to receive is fully expanded to this point where we can have not just satisfaction, but like complete fulfillment of our emotional needs, of our creative needs, of our inspiration needs. Our desire to feel connected to spirit and to the rest of humanity, to the rest of the world. Ten of Cups, this is a great vibe. This, really says that emotionally, we are in the best possible position to be able to negotiate for ourselves. We're in the best possible position to be able to take the incoming creative flow, the expanded creative flow, and decide what that means for us, decide what it is that we're going to need, and definitely also that we have the support there where if we ask for help, it's going to be there. If we ask for help in creating something new for ourselves, it's going to be there. If we ask for help in expanding, like raising our prices, asking for that raise at work, expanding how it is that we receive. I see that rainbow, in this case, sort of coming into the cup, shining into the cup, right? This is not just satisfaction, it is complete emotional fulfillment. It is having a capacity, a big enough capacity to take in all the creativity and inspiration that we can handle, and to use it all to push out a creative effort that will benefit us all in the long run. There's also a very community vibe to this. When we're feeling that emotional fulfillment, everybody around us in our friend group and our family group and our communities is likely to sort of catch on to that vibe as well, and we'll all be feeling it. So, this reminds me to focus on the people that we want to become, right? We want to be supported and supportive. We want to have that emotional fulfillment, and we can get there. We absolutely can, especially since we're able to communicate our terms around what it is that we like to receive. And taken together with the Five of Pentacles, I would say that this time of shortcoming and desperation, feeling desperate about this coming up short on our health or our wealth and finances, I think that this time is temporary, right? We go from a 5 to a 10 here, so that's a doubling of the energy, and we go from sort of a down and out in the cold sort of feeling to a complete fulfillment of our emotional and creative needs. So ask for the help and it will be there. You will receive the support that you need. And I believe that's all I have to say about that today, friends. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you all for showing up. My name is Melrose, and I'll see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today.